Welcome, my friends of the interwebs. Okay. Okay. This is going to have to be quick. Hopefully I can make it quick. I'm not really good at quick stuff. First and foremost, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Do not take anything I say as financial advice. If you do, that's on you. Yeah. This is not a pump and dump channel, by the way. Just saying. Okay. So, a little earlier today, cutlerylover, amazing guy, fellow Kentucky colonel, just a really great guy. I've known him for a very long time. He is going to make a video at some point today, maybe tomorrow, I don't know, soon, and he wants to talk about gold. And here's some interesting backstory. I've known Jeff since, I don't even know. I mean, from the very beginnings of my YouTube career. It's never been a career. I guess since probably 2005, 2006, 2007, somewhere around in there, I was introduced to Jeff Smith, Colonel Jeff Smith, Colonel Cutlerylover, and quickly developed an appreciation for his amazing mind. He's a smart guy. I'll tell you a real quick one, and I'm gonna, trust me, this will parlay into crypto and investing and stuff. I made a video one time many years ago, and I don't remember which channel. I've had 14 different channels, where I threw a bunch of knives onto the bench, onto the table. I just threw them out there, and kind of like, randomness. And I don't know how many I had on there, 12, 13 knives, something like that. And I just said, name the knives. And I never in a million years thought anybody would be able to. Some of them were partially obscured by other ones. I mean, I literally took a box of pocket knives and went, shoot. And almost within an hour, he has them. He's every single one. The Kershaw Scallion, the Kershaw Leak, the Benchmade, the Griptilian. I was just like, holy crap. It was pretty amazing. He has the ability. I don't know if it's a photographic memory. I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm seriously impressed. I've always been impressed. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. I guess maybe, I don't remember how long ago it was. It wasn't long after I personally got into crypto. Or not when I personally got into crypto, but when I started spreading my wings a little bit and went beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum, which I owned early on. I remember it was Dogecoin. I got kind of excited about Doge, and I sent him a message. And anyway, I was trying to talk him into starting a crypto channel because I just thought that he would be uniquely qualified because of the way his mind works, the way his memory works, to be able to keep all of these different cryptocurrencies in his head in what they do and how much, things that I'm not capable of doing. So I've been a huge fan of this whole crypto thing since I got into it. And somehow I talked him into buying Dogecoin. And I think he'll have to tell me in the comment section how much he paid for Doge, but I got in at 5 cents. And I don't think it was that long afterwards that he got in, but he got in at a good price. And then he's a trader. If you know him at all, you know this. If he gets a knife, he'll trade a knife. People will send him a knife to review or whatever, and then he trades it for something else, and he does it. I'm a collector. I typically keep things forever. I'm a hoarder. I hoard all kinds of stuff. I don't think I've ever sold a knife in my life, and I have a lot of knives. I have a lot of guns, and very rarely do I ever part with any of that stuff. Yeah, when I'm dead, whoever it is that comes in to handle my affairs, it's gonna be lit. They're gonna lift a magazine. There's gonna be, a 357 Magnum under it or whatever, Anyway, blah blah blah. I digress. I know it from speaking to Jeff, Cutlerylover. By the way, I'll put a link to his YouTube channel. You should go check him out. He's really super cool. I know that he's into gold, and he's into precious metals, I think, in general, gold, silver, whatever. I don't know if he has platinum or palladium or any of that stuff, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be shocked if he did. So I know he has gold and silver because that's how he rolls. That's his preferred investment strategy is that. And so earlier today, he had said he was thinking about doing a video on gold and whatnot. And I think that's great because here's the thing, and I mean, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some schmuckatelli in Toledo, Ohio, who is entertaining himself and trying to get some diversion from what has become a very difficult and stressful life. There's no need to get into that, but gold and silver was something that was pretty huge in my life at one point, and I still to this day there is some. If you take and you can do this on cheap. When I first started buying gold and silver in larger quantities, I would buy the gold eagle and the silver eagle. The 1 ounce of gold, 1 ounce of silver that is minted by the United States Mint. 9.99 fine, whatever. I always wanted to get a cougar but I never did. But and then I would buy, depending on a lot of things. Like I have bought silver bars. I've never bought any gold bars, but I bought silver bars. And I've bought not just the 1 ounce gold U.S. Mint coins, but the smaller ones. They come in different sizes. I don't remember now. I don't have any of the smaller sizes left. Although I do know somebody that they make a gold eagle that's like, it's small. I can't remember the actual weight of it, but it's very, because right now I think, and don't quote me on this, but I want to say an ounce of gold is going for between $1,700 and $1,800. When I was collecting that stuff or investing or whatever you want to call it, hoarding, I was paying $5 for a U.S. minted silver dollar, and I was paying. Gold was pretty cheap. I was living out in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I want to say I was working for Amtrak. I made a lot of money. But I want to say I bought at least one ounce coin. What is it, the Gold Eagle, whatever, the $50 gold piece. I want to say one probably every 2 weeks, so about 2 a month. But if you take those, either one, the silver or the gold, there's something about the sound they make. Stack them up. And just kind of like, drop them kind of like, drop them in your hand. They make a really great sound. And the gold or the silver was, so cheap then that I actually, my plan was to have like a Texas Hold'em poker game and use those as chips, like the high dollar chips would be the silver. Because the idea of sitting around a poker table with card players playing with the money, with the chips, and making that clanky sound like it's 1890 in some saloon. I always thought that would be very cool. I never ended up doing that, but I always thought that would be really cool. Here's the thing. I know I'm advocating to some degree cryptocurrencies, and I am. I mean, for me, I love the cryptos. I love all of it. I love the concept. I love the fact that it's so early in this game that, I can hopefully live long enough to say someday I was there at the beginning. And I do have some interesting stories. I'm not going to get into it today. I do have an interesting Bitcoin story where I was presented with the proper information by the wrong person to get into Bitcoin when Bitcoin was sub 1 penny. And at that time, I literally had a mountain of money. I had a lot of money. I had more money than I knew to do it. And why I didn't invest $10,000 or even $1,000 in Bitcoin back then is beyond me. But in my defense, I did have some pretty important projects going on that were worth several millions of dollars. So I was preoccupied with, I'm going to tell that story. I'm going to make that video at some point, probably soon. Because that was probably one of the, in everybody's life, there's a moment in time where, God, they wish they had that moment back. They wish they could make that decision back. And it may have been about a woman, or it may have been about a car, it may have been about a lot of things. In that particular instance for me, it was about Bitcoin. As little as I knew about it, it was something that opportunity was presented to me. The facts were laid out in front of me. by the wrong person, and that's anyway. We'll get into that video another time. But as far as Jeff's video, I hope to make a video response to this. I really don't even know what he's going to say, but I did want to say two things. One, cutlerylover is awesome. Two, cutlerylover is awesome. And three, I'm all about gold and silver too. And he'll talk about it right now, and so I'm looking forward to his video presenting what he believes. Now, I think diversity is key to life in general. And that's why I've never been married. To be honest, I've been married to the same person the rest of my life, but no. Life is a smorgasbord. You gotta try a little bit of this, try a little bit of that. I digress. But gold and silver is important. If you're in most medium to large size cities or towns, there will be somebody buying and selling gold and silver. And they will have for offer those rounds, those either the ones minted by the U.S. Mint or other offerings. I have a cousin that buys his nieces and nephews silver coins every Christmas, and they're like Christmas themed things. But they're as long as they're from a reputable place, they're $9.99 fine. It's safe. Now, one thing I will tell you, when I was out in Albuquerque, I had a guy that I worked with at Amtrak. He had a big silver bar. It literally looked like it had been cast in a sand pit. It looked like a rock. He had two of them. And I don't remember now how many ounces or pounds really, but they were like that. And the cool thing about them was, and we talked about this, you could literally have put them in a rock garden out front of your house and nobody would have ever thought that they were anything other than some kind of a rock formation. He wanted to sell me those for, I want to say, spot price, whatever it was at the time, $5 an ounce or whatever. He wanted to sell, but he wasn't going to charge me on top of that. See, because when you buy gold or silver, it's no different than buying a stock or crypto or whatever. The exchange that you go to, okay, is they're going to put a fee on. Whether you buy or you're selling, you're paying on both ends. That's why I was thinking about buying Coinbase, because they're making money coming and going. It's the way it is. But he was going to sell me those silver, I don't even know what they'd be called, bricks for, the going rate, the spot price, that day's spot price, and not have to pay anything above that. I kind of like the idea of that, and for whatever reason, I didn't pull that trigger. And I think part of it was, if you're buying chunks of gold and silver, you're taking your chances. Unless you cut through the middle of it and find out whether it's truly a solid piece of that metal, you always take the chance that it's, a piece of lead with, some kind of a gold or silver coating on it. Now, I'm not saying that he would have purposely did that to me, but who knows if somebody did that to him. So I don't know. At the end of the day, I didn't end up buying it. I was perfectly happy with the silver coins. So anyway, gold and silver. Find yourself a place that buys and sells gold and silver. And now there are other places you can do it. But here's the important thing as far as I'm concerned. I would always buy the physical gold and silver, which means physical as in that you have possession of it and you can put it in the palm of your hand. I don't like buying gold ETFs or gold on paper or any of that stuff. I like the stuff that you can hold. And that way you're protected going forward if Uncle Sam decides they need to take all your gold, which they did in this country before. They literally told her, you have to turn in all your gold. That's happened. And could it happen again? Yeah. I mean, the proverbial shit would have had to have hit the fan before anything like that was going to happen. But the truth is, it could happen again. But if you have physical gold and silver, I sold that at a garage sale. I don't have it anymore. I haven't had it in years. Meanwhile, it's in a hole in your backyard or wherever. Yeah. Anyway, not to sound like some kind of a, kind of like an off-grid nut job, but you got to think of all the angles. Totally. And I know that there are a lot of people like, well, yeah, but, Bitcoin and that's another discussion that we're going to have because I think a lot of people think that hackers or the government can just come and take your stuff. Take your Bitcoin, take your Ethereum, take your Dogecoin, take your Sheep, take your whatever. And there are ways to protect yourself from that. Storage devices that are not connected to the internet. They look like jump drives. You put your assets on there, your crypto assets on there, and remove that from the computer, and there you go. There's tons of ways to protect yourself, and I will do that video at some point. Now, before I let you all go, okay, after having said, go subscribe to cutlerylover. By the way, I do want to say real quick, thank you to all of my old school guys that have been stopping by. Oh my God. He's had so many different accounts, but with Jeffrey Rowe, when I met this dude, real quick, he was growing his own tobacco. This is a long time ago. Yeah, just a cool dude. Also, oh my God, this is why I don't like to start naming people, because my brain starts shutting down on me and I'm gonna miss people. But yeah, Uncle Cow, and of course Salty Shellback, another Kentucky Colonel. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming by. I appreciate you guys sharing my videos. I appreciate you all, giving it the thumbs up and making your comments and stuff. I really do appreciate that. Even if I don't have time to answer back every single person, I do appreciate you for sure. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Everybody take care. Still digging the crypto stuff. But I'm also digging gold and silver. Go sub to cutlerylover. You will not regret it. Peace! Still the highest production quality of all the interwebs.